So 4 o'clock this morning, I got the word from Microsoft that I can make a video about this. So yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I literally cannot remember the last time I've been this excited. So the new Microsoft Flight Simulator is here. It's amazing. I've been on the alpha program for a while. It's been such an honor and privilege to work with Microsoft on this, and I'm just excited to show you this sim. It's mind-blowing, really, truly mind-blowing. Basically, over the next week or two, or however long, I'm gonna be making almost daily videos. We're gonna delve real deep into this. We're gonna cover IFR. We're gonna, get nitty-gritty with all the airplanes, scenery. There's some awesome stuff that I'm gonna show you guys. We're gonna throw ourselves into the deep end. We're gonna, go do some hardcore IFR with icing and everything else. Show what this thing can do on a VFR level. Cover the physics of the actual flying, and yeah, just get nerdy. And I'm so excited for it. So we're gonna hop in the sim now, and I'm gonna give you guys a broad overview today of everything, and then tomorrow we'll delve deep into some IFR stuff. So yeah, pretty freaking excited. All right, so before we sit down and actually get this whole thing going, I wanted to show you guys the rig. This is my sim rig. There's a video on YouTube where I built this, but this is where I fly. This is where I stream, so I usually have my camera there, my streaming PC connected there, and this is where I usually do my stuff 3 times a week on Twitch. So if you guys want to head over there and follow me, that'd be sweet. And yeah, this is a pretty sweet little setup. I really enjoy flying here. I've got my iPad, my Stream Deck, so I've got a really awesome VFR and IFR flying experience when I sit here. Got rudder pedals, got the whole lot, and obviously I have my LaCroix. And yeah, this is it. Pretty sweet. So yeah, let's sit down and have a look at the sim. So, we're strapped into the sim rig. What I wanted to do is quickly run you guys through the menu, just get an idea of what the interface looks like, what it feels like, what it's like to use it, and then we'll go fly. We'll just do a quick VFR flight just to kind of give you guys a taste of what's to come this week, and yeah, tell you about a few things that I appreciate about the sim this far. Obviously, this is the main screen. This is where the magic happens. I really like this because you got your flight training down here. It's all beautifully categorized. So flight training is awesome, really in-depth set of tutorials. In the 152, beautiful model, beautifully modeled specifically for this. So yeah, really awesome. Then we got activities. This is where it gets fun. In here, you've got landing challenges and all sorts of stuff, but also bush trips. And this is an indication of what the sim can do. The whole world is your playground. You can go play anywhere. You can land on mountaintops. And it's all super realistic, and it's all super fun, and I'm really excited to show you guys that. So, yeah, that's gonna be probably tomorrow's video. Is we're gonna take one of the bush planes and go for a little burn. Yeah, really cool. They've done an amazing job with the off-airport stuff. So yeah, that's the activities. Courchevel is the current one. You land up in the French Alps, and super fun, super challenging. Then we come to the main menu, and this is where I really appreciate the sim. This is a very good practicing tool for real-world flying. It teaches you a flow on how to flight plan, and they've clearly put in a lot of thought into this. There's clearly been an influence from pilots here, not just developers. Like, the people that have worked on this clearly know flying and love flying. So you start on the left, you've got your airplane choice and everything sort of pertaining to the airplane. Then you've got your route, and then you got your weather. That's pretty much everything that pertains to flying, right? You start with the airplane, you choose what you want. I want to go with a flight design probably because, yeah, I used to have one, know this inside out, so I could give you guys a little bit of feedback on what that's like. Obviously, I've flown pretty much, with the exception of these two. I've been at the controls of not the 330, but I've been at the controls of a 300 and a 200. I have flown every airplane here in real life. So, yeah, with the exception of the two big boys and oh, and the icon. Sorry, I haven't flown the icon. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, pretty cool. Pretty cool to be able to give you guys that perspective on things. And then weight and balance is really important, of course, as well. What I like about this is it gives you a graphical sort of interface to work with, but it illustrates what your weight is actually doing, and that is going to be a really powerful tool to teach people weight and balance. And the fact that it's part of your pre-flight planning on the sim means it's going to drill it into you to do it in real life as well. So I'm a big fan. And I figured why not go fly in New Zealand, because that's where I am right now. And as you can zoom in, you see that sort of fades away, and you've got your real world stuff here. So let's fly in Auckland, because this is where I am. This is an area I know very well. You can tell here's the traffic. So there's a lot of beta users already, so traffic's already pretty real. But yeah, it's all there, which is really cool. So we click on where we want to start. We set that as our departure point, and we can probably go land at Mercer, which is my personal airport. That's where I keep Charlie, and we can set that as our arrival. Now, what's super cool is once you've done that, you've set your your departure points. We can pick a little GA ramp here as well if we want to, and we'll land on 27 at Mercer. Now here's where it gets cool. You can choose VFR or IFR, and it auto routes for you. So it's kind of like using Garmin Pilot or any of those other platforms. You know, if we changed our arrival airport to say Hamilton, and what's really awesome as well is once you've planned your entire flight here, when you jump into the actual airplane, you can pull it up in the GPS, and if you're flying the G1000, you can pull it up through the flight plans option, which is really, really fun. Another cool feature is you got your entire nav log in it. It tells you everything. You got all players. This is basically everyone with an internet connection that's playing this game goes into that world, which is cool. So if you're running down a canyon or doing circuits or anything, you gotta kind of keep your eye out for traffic and communicate. You don't have to, but on the all players one, but you know, you gotta. There's people out there flying. It's super real. It's awesome. Yeah, I've really been enjoying it. Also worth mentioning, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, I'm running at ultra settings. I have a pretty mediocre gaming PC. I've got a Ryzen 5 3600, I've got an RTX 2060 Super, and I got 16 gigs of DDR4 3200 speed on a B450. So nothing spectacular, really. But I can run this sim at ultra settings. It is absolutely insane to me. Ultra settings at 4K. That's where this just gets mind-blowing. Yeah, and it like right now I'm recording 4K and about to fly, and no problems. So we're gonna jump in. We're in the CT. They've done a phenomenal job with this thing. I think it's really quite spectacular. Actually, I think it's a little bit too dark. So a nice feature, you can whip it up and change the time, and the time of day changes real time. It's insane. It's insane how they've managed to do this without it like just absolutely destroying the PC, but somehow they did it. All right, so let's get this thing fired up and go do some flying. So I left the fuse for the master's battery. I've never seen that before, but I'll take it. We'll open up the fuel, and we'll probably let's pull a bit of choke because it's a road tax, and it's gonna want some something cold. And we'll crank it, and she's running. We throw the choke forward. And we got ourselves an airplane. So we'll throw the master on for the avionics and the position light, and that pretty much takes care of it. While we're at it, we can probably throw 15 degrees of flaps in, and we can put our transponder on standby. It's pretty crazy how realistic it is. Can we just appreciate these visuals? It's insane. It's absolutely crazy. So good. So again, ground handling, everything is just such an improvement over any other thing any other sim I've used before, and
yeah, couldn't be more stoked about it. So we're gonna start our takeoff roll here, and the first thing you guys may notice is how you can actually very realistically fly this airplane, because the way that you take off a flight design is you wheelie it. You pick up the nose and then you let it fly off the ground, and it's exactly how this sim flies. You know, just, I mean, the visuals speak for themselves. You know, this thing is honestly mind-blowing. And we'll do a bit of a power-off stall here just to kind of show what it does. Again, the sounds are just so real. So a bit of rudder to keep it straight. Stall warning. So this is the other thing. Stall warning's on, but if I keep it there, it's just going to bellow. You know, it's not going to actually stall on me. I can pull it. And if I play around with the rudder, this is very much how a CT stalls, you know. There's a bit of a wing drop. You correct it with the pedals and then just pull it out. So, I mean, it's so realistic. Again, this is home. I know this place very well. The street detail is absolutely insane. Every house is modeled. It's honestly just magic. Absolutely magic. I can't get enough of it. And again, I'm running at ultra settings, guys. This is crazy. So yeah, let's go back. We'll land so I can show you guys the level of you know, the physics at work, the finesse that you get out of it. I'm excited for VATSIM to come to the platform. It'll allow us to do a lot of extra immersion, you know. I'm excited to stream this on Twitch. That's gonna be epic. And yeah, and this is just one little model. I'm just giving you guys a quick rundown. Tomorrow we're gonna delve deep. We're gonna go have an adventure. We're gonna go fly in the bush, in the African bush, and I'm gonna show you guys my home country, what they've done there, which is just insane. And yeah, we'll continue to, you know, really enjoy it. All right, so while we're at it, I think let's side slip it now. I do have horrible rudder pedals, so I have no, you know, they bind and then they go all over the place. So don't take that as an indication of what the sim can actually do. But yeah, you can see a nice slip there. It's responding beautifully, doing everything that I wanted to do. We've actually got a 777 coming in behind us, but nice steep approach. The airport is beautifully modeled. It's just a shame about the trees, but I'm sure that'll get fixed in recent days. So we got someone on the runway there, which I'm about to upset. I can pull one wheel down. Yeah, and I can put the other one down. And then I can put the nose wheel down. That is how much control you have. And you can pick up the nose. You can even see the nose wheel respond. You know, you can use that full flying elevator to pick up the nose and wheelie. Look at that, we got someone taking off. I did kind of cut him off. That's my fault, but there he goes. And we're still wheeling. That's just how the flight design works. Just like it flies. So good. See when it starts responding, and there we go. There's responded, and we're down. How good is that? How freaking good is that? Blown away. Absolutely blown away by this.
So that's a wrap for today, and like I said, tomorrow we're gonna start delving into it a bit deeper. We're gonna do IFR, and then the day after that VFR, or maybe the other way around. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys want to see. We can do anything. We can go anywhere in the world. We can, yeah, we can really explore quite a lot. So, like, as you guys saw, this thing is amazing. It's on a completely different level to anything we've seen before. With that being said, if you guys like this video, please like it. That helps me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't. That helps me out even more. And we're going to be back tomorrow with another video. And yeah, go follow me on Twitch, like I mentioned as well. I stream 3 times a week there. Flight sim content, F1, racing sims, you name it. And it's just a cool place to hang out. I like hanging out with you guys there. So, yeah, on that note, I'll see you guys tomorrow.